K-Ra the Oracle, and welcome to my channel. If you guys are new here, what's the deal? And if you guys are old, what that shit do? Alright? Keep in mind that these messages are general, so if it doesn't apply, let it fly. Catch me in the next one, and hopefully it sticks, okay? So y'all, honestly, I wasn't even gonna get on live today because today has just been a day for me, okay? And I heard Spirit said, well, this is for you too. So like, I was like, okay, I had this download for like 2-3 days, okay? And hey, Raul, blessings, blessings. How are you? Um, in the midst of chaos, you know, I feel like he kind of geared me back into looking at the brighter side of things, right? As I titled this read, This Little Light of Mine. And we're going to go into that because I did a little research with that too. But, you know, just not being so focused on the things that may not be going the way that we want them to go, but taking a look at the little things, right? Like we spoke on before in past lives, and finding gratitude in the people that in the midst of like the chaos or difficulties that you may go through, the ones that come in and just want to be of an assistance to you. You know what I'm saying? Because for anybody that know me, I do not like asking anybody for anything. You know what I'm saying? It is funny because I seen this post and it was speaking on hyper independency. And I was like, that is me. Like, yeah, I will be going through it and nobody would know. You know what I'm saying? Cause that's just me. I don't really like asking for help because I've experienced people, you know, that like to dangle certain things over your head and be like, oh, remember that time I did? So it was just like I was just like, yeah, I don't really like asking people for help. Um, but those key people that I feel like God puts into your life, that again, they just come to whatever it is that you need help with, and it's a big thing to give those people appreciation, or you know, just show it back in whichever way that you can. But you know, I've just really watched and seen the ways in which God has positioned people in my life that see a need and assist. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, God knows I don't like asking people for help, but I'm just so grateful for those people, and even for y'all, my followers. Like, man, I really appreciate y'all for rocking with your girl, you know, through you guys' healing journey. As much as I help you guys don't know the ways in which y'all help me. So for that, I'm very appreciative of everyone that likes, comments, subscribes. You know, you see my light and you vocalize that to me, or you remind me sometimes, because you know, sometimes we forget how much that we do, just because that's just in our nature. But you never know how you being you also helps the next person. So from the bottom of my heart, collective, I'm so appreciative for all of you guys. Okay, now when I had did the research, because I had kept hearing this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, and I was like, dang, I ain't heard that in a minute, right? Hey, Ogenie. Hey, Sijan. I'm from LA. I'm a true LA girl. Where are you guys from? Drop where you guys from. Let me shout y'all out. Okay. Now, when I had looked up, I was doing research on this little light of mine, and it brought me to this verse, Matthew chapter 5, 14 through 16, right? And it says, you are the light of the world. A city set on a hill cannot be hidden. Nor does anyone light a lamp and put it under a basket, but on a lampstand, and it gives light to all who are in the house. Okay. Now, the song This Little Light of Mine was written by Harry Dixon Lowes, and it was back in the 1920s, right? Now, this hymn, I should say, was an anthem back in the civil rights days during like the civil rights movement in the 1950s and the 1960s. And it was said that like the song was sung on plantations during slavery, right? So even just going back to those times, right? Like our ancestors was going through it. You know what I'm saying? It was so much suppression going on, and it's given like there's always a light at the end of the tunnel is what I'm hearing. Okay. Thank you, old Genie. And y'all, I wasn't even gonna show my face. I'm in home mode. I got my little oversized hoodie on. Hair is looking like a little lion. But I was just like, you know what, let me show my face. It's been a couple of days since I dropped a live. Hey, from Nigeria. That's what I'm talking about. So yeah, even going back during the times of slavery and how hard I'm sure it was for our ancestors to keep their composure during the things that was happening to them. I'm hearing keep hope alive. You know, sometimes, I mean, some of you guys may be going through a period of time where you feel like you are in that kind of slave mentality when it comes to always doing for others, and it's not really much of any, you may feel as though it's not much of a benefit being reciprocated. You know what I'm saying? And it's so ironic that this hoodie says the chosen, right? And in the back it's a bunch of like little fish, so it could be Pisces energy here, okay, or water sign energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. But listen, even when you think about the chosen ones, right, like when you answer that call of your life and you choose to operate in your gifts and your purpose, it's never going to be easy. You know what I'm saying? Just like how our ancestors had to go through all of what they went through, they had to crawl so we can be able to walk in these current days. You know what I'm saying? Not having to go through what we went through in the past. Hey, Sarah. It was a rough road. Okay, so some of you guys may be in that rough pit right now. You know what I'm saying? And there's emphasis on you showing yourself, because even in that verse, what does it say? It's like a city set on the hill cannot be hidden. You know what I'm saying? You're meant to be at a certain level. You are meant to be seen. You are meant to spread your light everywhere you go. You know what I'm saying? I'm hearing Jill Scott's song, living my life like it's golden, living my life like it's golden. Okay? So I feel like a lot of people could have tried to like dim your light. But even in your darkest moments, collective, you still shine is what I'm hearing. You know what I'm saying? Like and that just goes to show, because it's not whatever it is that you have on. It's just your energy, your aura, your spirit. Okay? Your spirit is so rich. You know what I'm saying? It's going to make people turn their head to see what's up with this person, what they got going on. Why are so many people gravitated towards them? You know, and it's much deeper than the surface when it comes to you guys, you know? So let's get into y'all message. Let's see. Oh, look at that. And what did I just say? Looking on the brighter side of things, and humor comes out. It says, I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. Okay. Service comes out here, and indecision. Okay. So service, I feel good when I can help others, and indecision, I use my intuition in all aspects of life. Okay. I'm here. Sometimes you just gotta laugh at shit. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to people, once you are very self-aware of who you are and what you have to contribute to this world, you know, people that are uncertain of what their purpose is or whatever their gift is, they will try and make you feel a certain type of way. Ain't that crazy? A motherfucker that don't even know what they here to do got, want to try and dim the light of somebody who's very certain of what they here to do. Okay, so maybe y'all could be going through like projection energy. Okay, but when it comes to that, and once you realize that people try and position themselves and to try and cause uh obstacles or try and hinder you, you know sometimes, like I said, you just gotta laugh at it, collective, because it's like you must not know, evidently. And it's crazy because I really just posted something on my Instagram page. If y'all want to follow me on my Instagram, it's Kels the Designer, KELSTHE Designer, right? If y'all want to go look at the post. But it was just saying, this guy, he was just saying how, sometimes when it comes to our gifts or our purpose, like we will want the people closest to us to agree to those things, be in agreement of whatever it is that we going towards. And the reality of it is not everybody will be, you know. So that's why it's so important to stick to your plan. Because whatever it is that you and Big G have arranged is what you and Big G got arranged. It ain't what you, Big G, and your friend, you, Big G, and your mama, your daddy, your sister, cousin. It's not their vision. It's not their vision. You guys don't share the same light. Okay, so when it comes to people projecting on you, sometimes you just gotta laugh at it. Okay, now I do feel like whatever it is that it is that seems to be the situation here is in regards to whatever it is that you may do for work, the energy that you put out, right? When it comes to service. Now, the thing is, what does service say? I feel good when I can help others. Okay, so it's like whoever it is that is up against whatever it is that you're doing that is helping people, they don't understand the way in which it is energetically reciprocated to you. Just like how I say, like, just like how I was saying earlier, you guys don't understand how much even me coming up on here, laughing with y'all, giving y'all confirmations, motivating y'all to choose better, think better, or whatever the case may be. Like when I get to seeing the energy, I see what y'all be up against. I feel what y'all be up against. You know what I'm saying? And again, people can only understand you from from their level of understanding. Okay? Like with me helping you guys, it makes me feel good in the sense of the comments y'all be leaving me, the things that you guys say, how y'all join in the live. Like it's really a family over here, and I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? Cause listen, child. If I had a chance to explain to y'all how my own family feels about me doing this, child, you would think I was over here like right? And listen, sometimes what I say, sometimes you just gotta laugh at it. You know what I'm saying? And it be family that ain't never watched none of my damn lives to understand what the real deal is over here. But to each his own. You know what I'm saying? It's not their path. It's my path. Right? Now with indecision here, I do feel like that's where that projection energy comes in at. Right? Those are the people that want to, it's giving like the Two of Swords energy. These are the people that want to, with your, what does it say? I use my intuition in all aspects of my life. You know how something makes you feel. Okay? You know how something makes you feel. And you know that whatever it is that you do, it's not just a selfish thing where it just helps you, but it helps many people. Okay, some of you guys can be actors with humor here. You guys can be comedians. Or some, you could just have the natural gift of just making taking the weight off of people's shoulders based off of uh how you interact with them. But it's people that is like, oh, with indecision, it's that Two of Swords energy. Maybe you shouldn't do this. It's like the angel and the devil on your shoulder. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely get projection energy off the rip. And sometimes people, they see your shine and they see the direction that you're going in, that can cause it to become even brighter. And that's when some of these people want to come in and try and lead you astray, because they like, oh, I already see where this is going with collective. So if I can be the thorn in collective's finger to get them to not do whatever I see something going for them being, then I'm gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? Because I did see blame at the bottom of the deck. And that's the thing, collective. Like, if you listen to those type of people, when you know in your heart and heart what you here to do, it's like you only have no one else but to blame, but you. Because it's like you allow those people's opinions, their thoughts, their inputs to deter you from what feels good to you. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody is going to get it, and that's okay. All right, let's get one more. Uno more. Some of y'all could be playing Uno. Look at that. Success, collective. Ooh-wee. I know that there is no greater goal than to love. And that's the thing. These people know that you have this possibility, or you're already working in this energy of being a successful person. These are people that could have seen these certain type of gifts, or you could have been working on your purpose since you were young. With humor here, I don't know, maybe some people laughed at you. And in that sense, that's a way of making somebody feel a certain type of way energetically, right? When you're doing things, it's like I'm hearing there's an audience for everyone when it comes to our gifts and our purpose. It's an audience for everyone. And that's the beauty of life, because it's not going to always, your audience ain't going to always be the people closest to you. You know what I'm saying? I got Ojini from Nigeria that's clocked in. Okay. But whatever it is, whatever decision, if you listen to your intuition, because that is like your internal GPS, collective. Okay? That's one of the ways in which God reaches us, through our intuition. Because we know what feels right, and we know the actions in which that we take that affects other people. And the route that you choose to go is going to the route that not only makes you feel good, but other people feel good. So you already on the right track, collective. You already on the right track, because you ain't hurting nobody. Look, if failure is not an option, failure is in the reverse. It's not an option here, because of how you're operating, because of where your heart space is when it comes to you doing certain things with service. Some people just do things for how it can benefit them. That's some people's sole purpose is, oh, I'm going to do this so it can help me. Sometimes people don't put that love, that effort, and all of that behind whatever it is that they're doing, because I'm hearing like it's just like fast, I don't know, fast money, something like that could be going on too. Okay? For some of you guys that do, live that type of lifestyle, or fast cash, fast money and stuff like that, like, you may be noticing how it does not last long. You know what I'm saying? I'm hearing all money ain't good money. So yeah, you may have got it for that moment, but I don't know. It's just the energy that somebody may put out in regards to reaching certain heights here. Not knowing that by you using your gifts, it'll put you way higher than something that's temporary. You know what I'm saying? So this could be somebody that may be afraid of stepping out into their purpose, based off of people looking at them a certain way, or it's big energy on putting yourself out there. I'm telling you, collective, like your gifts are going to make room for you, especially when you know intuitively, like this is something that you are really good at. You didn't have to go to school for this. You didn't have to take endless training courses and this and that. Like it's just something that just comes naturally to you. But I do feel like it's that fear of failure. But for seeing failure in the reverse, it's like if that's what where your mind is going, then eventually the energy around that will follow, right? But if you go into something, I'm hearing like looking at the glass, what's that expression, half full or something like that. I wish I had my tablet so I can look all that up, but anywho. Make room, collective. Make room and keep your mind focused on the positive, okay? Because when you focus on the positive, it's kind of like your mind just shifts to how to make whatever it is better, okay? How to position yourself in places or situations that is going to help you lead to this level of success, okay? But I strongly feel like somebody here they want to do something and they know that it's like you love doing it and you know that it can help a lot of people, but it's like maybe you just afraid of like being laughed at. So with indecision, it's like, I don't know if I want to do this or not. But it's like you're going to win if you do, collective. You're going to win if you do. Because it only gets better. It only gets better. Yeah, go the distance. Go for it, collective. Like Nike, just do it. Okay. Whatever this is, it's going to take you far. It's going to take you far because, like, you never know the ways in which God will bring somebody into your life that's going to, like, keep elevating you. Like, once you recognize your light, other people will too. And you never know, you might come across. That's so funny. I literally just made a post on my Instagram about this. Literally just made. You just never know, collective. Like, you really might end up meeting the right person at the right time in the midst of you going towards your dreams and your goals. And it's like, once you start, it only stops if you do. It only stops if you do. But whatever this is, it's gonna, this is like generational wealth. It's gonna go far. I'm hearing the marathon continues. Rest in peace, Nipsey Hussle. Okay. Yeah, imagine what you connect with in mind, collective. You connect with in time. That's one thing my pastor always say. Just like how the negative thoughts, if you keep thinking negative about whatever it is that you want to do, it's kind of like you are feeding into these people that's projecting onto you. If you want to go back to school, these people like, what? You how old? You want to go back to school? Why you want to do that? Why you wait so long? You know what I'm saying? Just filling your mind up with, they just stanking up the place. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got some people, and that's the people that you have to watch when it comes to expressing certain things, because you're never too old. It's never too late for you to dive in and learn more. It's like, whoever said there was an age limit on learning? It's an age limit on doing dumb shit, yeah. But when it comes to elevating yourself and or educating yourself, when it comes to things that you want to do, there is no cap. It makes me think of this one reel. It was like this 80 something. I think she was like either 80 or 90. I don't know. She was older, still doing hair. Okay? Still getting the girls together at her age. Why? Because that's something that she loves to do. And you could tell, because she didn't let her age deter her from being able to do a press and curl. Okay? But it's something with imagine here. It's something that you've always imagined yourself doing. You know what I'm saying? Don't ever think that those thoughts or those platforms or those places that you envision that you can see yourself going is out of touch. It's never out of touch. It's a reason why God put that into your mind, so you can see it. Like, yo, it's possible for you to get here. Like, even just relating to y'all, like, when I was younger, when I wanted to be a fashion designer, I was like, man, I can't wait to do fashion shows. And, you know, I used to watch Project Runway, all of that type of shit on the real. And sometimes I feel like we can, and, you know, it's making me think of that one post of, like, what did they say? It says something like, you never feel, it's kind of like you never feel accomplished because you keep raising the bar. You know, sometimes we have to realize those sometimes we be in the middle of those things that we used to pray about years ago. You know what I'm saying? So for me as a kid to be like, man, I can't wait to do fashion shows, stuff like that. Like, as I sit and reflect now, because I think in the midst of it, I was just more so like finding models, the stress of putting pieces together and things like that. But, you know, that's why I say when I speak to y'all, y'all really be helping me too. Because as I sit and I'm just like, yeah, you know, sometimes we have to give ourselves props and, you know, have that sense of gratitude when it comes to thanking God. Like, dang, these are moments I prayed for, you know? So that's the thing too. Like, don't ever forget to give gratitude, you know? Don't ever forget to give gratitude. Because I was just speaking to one of my clients today too, when I was expressing to her how I went through like the house fire back in 2022 and like the stalker and all of that. And he had recently passed like a couple months ago, right? But in the midst of going through all of that, I was like, dang, like I'm gonna have to like hide my address and do all of this. Like, that was like a weight on my shoulder, because I was like, damn, I don't feel free. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of slavery, you know, going back to that verse, like, there was like a mental entrapment that I was going through when it came to my own sense of freedom, you know, given the circumstances of everything that happened. And, you know, being where I'm at now, being that he has passed away, it was, you know, I don't wish death on anyone, but it was kind of like that light at the end of the tunnel given the circumstances, right? So sometimes we just got to give grace, okay? But whatever it is that you have been thinking about, there's a reason why you have that thought collective. And it's very obtainable. All you have to do is think of the base of whatever that is. You know what I'm saying? If you want to write a book, what's the base of that? Whip out that notebook and that paper and get to writing. You know what I'm saying? You can do all the formatting and figure out what kind of book cover and where you're going to sell it at later. But the whole point is to start. Okay? because I feel like that's a way of you showing the Most High, all right, I'm ready to operate in my purpose. And you never know how certain opportunities, like, again, with putting yourself out there, because you never know who may come in to help you, right? So yeah, y'all are definitely in between worlds, okay? It's giving step into the light, Carolyn. Step into the light, all right? Because you got one foot in, you got one foot out when it comes to this. And I feel like these are these people, like, here, and it's perfect visualization of that your light, because you're faced toward the light, but look where you leaving from. You leaving from chaos and conflict and people that wanted to be that cloud or rain over your parade. And I feel like a lot of you guys, like, if you have passed this energy, a lot of you guys could be with humor here, laughing at the fact that, like, with time for a nap, you sleep good at night, knowing that you took that leap of faith for yourself. Because I feel like some of you guys could be stressing in regards to this decision, but I feel like for some of you guys too, you may have passed this energy, okay? But some of you guys is laughing at the fact that, you look back at those people where you told your dreams and your goals to, and they still in the same damn place. So that shows you how smart of a decision it was for you to make, for you to go against the grain. Because I'm telling you, look back, the people is doing the same thing. They're at the same place, not happy, or whatever that is, because these are people that, wanted to stay stuck and stagnant. They didn't want to, they pushed their gifts and their purpose to the side in order to fulfill somebody else's dream. Look at it. Yeah, this is definitely happening in the here and now, okay? But look at that. Treasure Island is at the bottom of the deck. I'm hearing X marks the spot here. You've been on a long journey, collective. Let me turn the light on because it's getting a little... You've been on a long journey here, okay? But it's almost like you almost there. You almost there, collective. 10 of Wands. Yeah, y'all have definitely been burdened. I want to know... Give me something on this indecision. Oh, wait. He's like, let's get the tea. Look at that. Jackpot. I'm trying to tell you, collective. I'm trying to tell you. Something finna hit. But what? You'll never know if you hit the jackpot if you don't go. Somebody may have a gambling problem here. Okay? Look at that. Hustling. Spirit like, take that out. It says making it rain. Focus on money, getting it, okay? And that's the thing, collective, because you got the hustle for whatever this is. So it's like the audacity of people that are with how, and that's the thing, because people know your worth ethic. Hey, Tyler. People know your worth ethic. And whatever you've been hustling towards or whatever, it's like your light on top of your hustle is going to lead you right there. Because there's a lot of people that know how to do certain things. Like I said, you can tell when somebody does something because it's what they love to do versus it's going to show in how they communicate with people. It's going to show in how you market yourself, how you show up. It's noticeable. You know what I'm saying? It's making me think of that one lady. I don't know if y'all seen on Instagram, but it was this older woman, and she worked the door at, I don't know if it was like Ross or Walmart or something. But baby, when I tell you, mama had that shit on every day when she was at that door. Okay, that's how she had gained so much attention, because of her light. It doesn't matter how old she was. She liked to dress nice, no matter where she was at. If she was working the door, greeting people as they came in. Now imagine if Walmart wanted to dim her light and was like, nah, we can't have you having these extravagant, nice, eloquent looking outfits. You know what I'm saying? We at Walmart, we don't accept that. Imagine that nobody would know her for her putting that shit on, had she not did that. Had she not been her true authentic self. Has she, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm telling you, collector, you couldn't hide your light if you wanted to. I'm gonna just tell you that. You could not hide your light if you wanted to. Because like I said, sometimes it's making me think of that one post that said, it was something around like, there's people that will, how did that post go? It has something to do with like people will, dang, I wish I could freaking remember it. But it's okay, so it's basically explaining like, even if you are not around, people will still be looking for you, basically. That's how bright your light is. Even with people that you could have cut off, blocked, those, because your light was such a bright spot in these people's day, in these people's lives, they will still look for you. That's why I say, even if you are at your lowest moments, God put people in your life that are positioned to look for you when they don't see your light. Okay, it's kind of like, it's giving like the Batman signal. No matter where you at, like, people look up, they going to see you, collective. You must be someone where people always like to come to you to get advice or to get a laugh. You know what I'm saying? And we all have those certain type of people in our life. When you need a good laugh, you be like, I can call get a good laugh, or I call this person to get advice, or like, I feel like a lot of my collective, y'all are like that. And sometimes you just have to, and that's what I was thinking about earlier when I was speaking before I started. It's like, sometimes, like, God will show us a reflection of the energy that we put out. Like, it's really serious in the sense of like, what you put out is what you get back. So like, again, even for me, for being someone who don't like to ask, like, again, it's those people that are positioned in my life that just do. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all, again, you don't be looking for no type of payout, or how it could just selfishly be for you. Like, and that's the reason why you keep being blessed. That's exactly why you keep being blessed. Because you will go the distance for people. Like, what? Even if you don't have the resources, or if you're not the one able to be of service, you will still go the extra mile and be like, oh, well, I got this person that does this, and then I got this person that do that, and you connect people. So in return, don't think it's nothing short of what you put out when certain people start referring people to you, or it's reciprocated. It's reciprocated. Just as you go the distance for other people, it's like now is your season to receive, collective. You've been working so hard, especially with hustling. Every day I'm hustling. Okay? I feel like whatever God got planned for y'all on the real, it's going to be something that you are not even going to be able to, like, because you do something that is so selfless. You know what I'm saying? You could be praying for like the bare minimum. Like, you know what? I just want to be comfortable and this and that and whatever. Like, I see like the shit that you be like doing to help people, and you don't even know the effect, collective, of how it makes people feel. You just do it because that's in your nature. But the magnitude of the effect on the opposing end is like times 10. And that's why with Imagine, this level of success is going to be beyond whatever it is that you could have imagined for yourself. Step into your light, collective, for real. Because that same love that you be pouring and giving to everybody else, it is going to be reciprocated for the people that are of your tribe. For who it's for. So don't pay too much attention. Don't pay no attention at all to the people that's closest around you that is trying to steer you away from what you feel like is good for you. Don't give that too much focus. Okay? Always partying, because listen, I'm hearing birthdays was the worst days. Now we sip champagne when we're thirsty. Okay? I'm trying to tell you, collector, you finna celebrate all that hard work. All that hard work. From you even having to be in between worlds and have the courage to leave whatever type of dark energy that you was around. Like, that takes a lot of courage, because shit, you gotta, separate yourself from friends, family, jobs, all type of stuff. When it comes to you operating in your purpose, you were specifically chosen to do this job, to do whatever this is. It had your name written on it before you even knew. And I'm telling you, it's something that comes so easily to you. It's not even gonna feel like you gotta do too much. Some of y'all can really be getting like, and another word I had put in my notes was ambassador. Okay. And I remember seeing this guy speaking on how, like, the chosen ones, the people that choose to be of light are the ambassadors of God. You know what I'm saying? We are the representations. And even when it came to his walk, not everybody believed him. Everybody was up against him. And it was like, yeah, okay. It's just the energy of like, I can show you better than I can tell you. Because it's like, if these people wasn't backing you, best believe Big G is. Okay? Because he understands what you up against. He understands the people. Sorry, I'm looking at this light. This boy, he was playing with this little toy. That's so funny. Because what does it say? A city set on a hill cannot be hidden, nor does anyone light a lamp and put it under the basket. But he was playing with it. I guess it's like this little hover thing, and it got stuck on the roof. And I just keep staring at it. You can listen. Some of y'all could have went through a house fire too, as I was speaking on that earlier, because it made me think of the roof is on fire. Listen, as hard as you've been working to get that back, Use those gifts. That's going to really help you for real with anything that y'all's doing, okay? Love on the brain. It says daydreaming, fantasizing, daydreaming, nostalgic, okay? It's giving the Six of Cups energy. Whatever this is something that you always love to do. And it's going to bring such a nostalgic feeling to people. There's also a love interest here. I feel love is coming through. There's also a love interest here that wants to go the distance with you, okay? I feel like this is somebody who is attracted to your light. And they know with some, like with Imagine, I feel like this person cannot stop thinking about you. And that's, look, that's what real do to you, huh? Look. You could have showed this person something, like speaking of light, you could have enlightened them about certain things. Maybe when it comes to going towards their dreams and their goals, right? You got this person thinking like, damn, you know, they in between worlds. I want to do this. Collective done helped inspire me to do this and do that. But I'm gonna have to step away from all of this. You know what I'm saying? This could be something that really is on somebody's mind tough. Not only you, but the work that they want to do within themselves to also become successful. Okay? I'm hearing, yeah. I'm hearing bad boys. What they gonna do? What they gonna do when they come for you? Somebody is realizing that whatever route that they are going down, I mean, could either end two ways, right? 6 feet or behind them bars. All right. So, this could be somebody like they hustle. I mean, they have a hustle, but it's not a hustle that will lead to success. It's gonna lead to those two things. Okay, it's making me think of my homeboy song. His name is Quincy White. He got this song called Graveyard. And it'd be like, I think it's like Graveyard or The Pen, basically, right? And he's into music. So he used his gift to speak about the things that he went through in the past and how he's no longer in that position anymore. You know what I'm saying? And you see how your gifts will literally save your life, okay? Your gifts is going to keep you out of them streets. It's going to, you know, as much as you listen to your intuition, it's going to keep you away from people that do not have good intentions for you. So somebody is realizing like, yeah, they hustling, they doing all this partying, but it's like, what are you celebrating? What are you celebrating? Just the fact that you was able to get a bottle, get a room, buy this car, this and that. Like, if you're not thinking long term, right? Go the distance. Long term, this is like temporary satisfaction that somebody is used to doing. But I feel like it wasn't until this person came into your life and seeing your light and see the fact that, yeah, you can still hustle, you can still party, have a good time, but when it comes to you celebrating, it's because of the hard work that you put in that is going to leave a positive mark on this earth when you leave. Service. I feel good and it helps other people feel good. So long before, when you leave this earth, you still have an imprint here that is left for people. When you think about the music artist that has passed on, their music still hits, still has a way of make you feel a certain type of way and all of that. Some of you guys could be in the music industry, okay? With humor, if you guys are comedians, shit, I still like watching Bernie Mac. Okay, and I still be laughing as if that man was still here. You know, is doing something, using your light to leave an imprint. And I feel like this person coming into your life, you really have exposed some things within them. And I feel like they got a deep love for you too. What's this love on the brain? Like with the nostalgic feeling, you know how, you grew up in school and they be like, oh, what do you want to be when you grow up? She said, Tyler, you still be watching the Bernie Mac show on the real. He is funny. But dang, what I'm about to say, that was funny. Oh, the nostalgic feeling. So you know how, when you were younger and you go around the class, oh, what you want to be when you grow up? And then everybody say astronaut, I want to be this and that, or whatever the case may be. Like, don't ever think, like I said, that those things are not possible of being obtained. Like, you give that person a feeling of being that teacher back in the day, asking them, oh, what do you want to be when you grow up? And it's like, word? Well, it's possible, right? You know what I'm saying? Those teachers that really influenced you. I recently just seen a post too of this guy. It was a dad and his son. He seen that his son was writing on the walls and whatever. And instead of punishing him or, making him feel like that was wrong, which it was, I'm pretty sure it probably wasn't talk about that. But how he redirected that was getting him a canvas, some paint, and making it a teaching lesson, right? You don't draw on the walls, but if you want to still have this sense of expression with your art, there are places that it can be on that's way better. So he went out and it showed a whole like capsule of videos of him being little, drawing, and he had the art. Like, again, it was in that baby. It was in that baby. Okay? And it showed when he got older, he still was painting on canvases. His paintings got better and things like that. And I'm just like, so maybe that's significant, to someone that sees, if you have younger children and you see that they have a certain type of liking or a light when it comes to something that they do, you know what I'm saying? Redirect them in a way in which that will cause them to be successful when it comes to those things, right? But I feel like you give whoever this love interest is that sense of I'm hearing, I know I can be what I want to be. Be what I want to be. If I work hard in it, I'll be where I want to be. How fitting. I ain't heard that song in so long. That's Nas, y'all. For those that don't know. And you want to know I feel like this person has been so used to people being the what's that expression? Like the thief of joy. There was a post I seen. I'll always be having post references. But it was an interview. I forgot who the interview was, but he was explaining how he had came into the house and he was so happy about something, and because his dad must have been having a fucked up day or whatever the case may be, he kind of got on him like, what are you smiling about? Kind of got on him because he was just happy about something. And he was like, you ain't supposed to be smiling or something. And he was like, I didn't smile for like 2-3 years. Like, people don't understand the impact that people in general, not just your parents, but the impact that people have that could either uplift them or deter them. You know what I'm saying? Like, just because your light is different from someone else's does not mean, what does Tabitha always say? Now don't go over there messing up somebody else's day. Right? So these are people, I feel like, even when it comes to you, but also this love interest, like I feel like they could have really made fun of whatever something someone wanted to do. It may have been so different from what everybody else in their family does or they friend group does. So it's kind of like somebody feels like they had to kind of like, is that the word? Like suffice to, in order to fit in. But somebody here is realizing like you was never meant to fit in. You was always meant to stand out, collective. You was always meant to step to you was never meant to fall into the trap of this crab in the barrel mentality here. Because I just really get a feeling like people is like, that's just stupid. Like, you know, making fun, like, oh, this nigga, you know. Golly. Y'all wanna know something? Because I always be using examples, but like it just reminds me of like when my because my sister, she's like the health nut of the family, you know what I'm saying? So when it comes to like detoxes and all of that, like that is the go-to. But I know like when she had made those certain type of changes of like eating differently and all of that, you know what I'm saying? Like we, you know, because we all joke or whatever, but like because she chose to like to move differently than how everybody else was, like not eating meat and things like that, it's like I don't know why, and I don't know, especially in my culture, like people like jokingly make fun of people for choosing to do like to do healthier or better things with their life. You know what I'm saying? It makes me think of this one reel. It was like it was just saying like how black people make fun of everything. And when he was eating the salad, he was like, this nigga eating the salad, like making a joke making a joke out of it. But it was like what being healthy is like, it's a joke. What's really gonna be a joke is when you in your 40s, 50s, and you can damn near hardly move. Now that's what's gonna really be funny. It ain't gonna be funny, but it's like you ain't gonna be laughing then. Okay, you're gonna wish you would have started earlier. Okay, but like I said, it's never too late though. Once you know better, you do better, right? It isn't until other people start seeing the results of certain shit until they want to finally be serious about it and be like, oh shit, you done proved me wrong. And did. And did. Okay. So I feel like not only you, but whoever it is that you may be connected to love-wise as well. Give me more about this person. What's the deal with them? Because like I said, with fast money and all that, thief, scamming, I'm getting that too. It's like, you know, living that type of lifestyle, you ain't gonna be able to always be partying and all of that if you moving in that direction. It's like, yeah, you know, sometimes the devil will make it seem like you have all these type of luxuries because of the things you shouldn't be doing, right? Quick gratification. But it's only so long that those certain type of things can go until you find yourself in a position that, you know, you can't get yourself out of. It's making me think of that. I seen this one reel, but it was like this, I think it was the mom or the grandma. It was this boy. I don't know what he did. I think he must have like robbed or it was something. But I think they gave that boy life in prison. And I think he was like in his 20s or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, whew. You don't ever want to be caught up doing some shit that, yeah, legal issues on the real, Libra energy. You don't ever want to be caught up doing something that you know, one move can change your whole life. I don't think people understand that. Like, every move that you take throughout the day changes the trajectory of what the next moment will look like. People may laugh and think, oh, it ain't that deep, it ain't that serious, but it is though. Just like how y'all must have seen on Instagram that dude that was on the DoorDash delivery, his shirt said, God got me. There was straight bullets going. He took 1 or 2 steps to the right, and that bullet went right into where he was at, dropping the food off at the goddamn door. You can't tell me. You can't tell me. So that's why it's good to listen to your intuition. He didn't know what direction that shit was coming from. All he knew was, let me step over here. And in that quick couple of seconds, that shit would have took him out. So court, judges, immigration, lawyers, somebody could have been going through something. It's something about you, collective. And that's the thing, because like, again, however this encounter was with you coming across this person, it was enough for them to be thinking of you. Okay, they could have been used to living a certain type of lifestyle. They went through something to where shit got serious. I feel like this person sees that you on your hustle. You know what I'm saying? You going towards your dreams and your goals. But somebody, I feel like, got caught up in something, and your energy is very different from either the women they're used to or the men that they're used to, and or the crowd that they hang around, or even shit, the family members. Like, it's just, you are something within yourself that is very different from the encounters that this person has been across. But I just feel like I just see somebody like in court or something. They could have gotten to some, whatever legal issues that was, but it's almost as if like this person's either thinks about with imagines something that you told them, or by them realizing that they was in some dark energy and you was the one that, I don't know, you shed some type of light on this person that they remembered. If somebody is going through a legal issue, is given, like, you know how you go to jail on Friday? Well, I ain't never been in jail, but like I've heard, you go on Friday and they let you out on Monday, like you got to stay the weekend. If it was something like that that happened during that weekend, it caused this, I feel like, because listen, there's always what's that expression? It's always something before destruction. There's always, what is it? Y'all know? I can't get it. There's always a warning before destruction. I think that's what it is. That is like this person's warning. They ain't put no years on you, but that weekend should have your ass tighten up. And I feel like it had to do something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody realizing that they don't need to be around a certain group, person, place, or thing, lover, or whatever, because it's not gonna end well. So with this person, like, having to sit in that during that time frame, or however that is in your story, it makes this person want to go the distance for you, because it's like, you kind of went above and beyond for them. And I don't know if this person feels as though like they didn't reciprocate that. This is somebody, again, they're not used to someone doing like good deeds or being nice to them just because that's how someone is. With this person, like, they're used to dealing with people you know, they're in between worlds. They're used to dealing with dark people, you know, that operate from a dark sense. Their selfishness. I feel like this is somebody of light too, though. I just feel like they kind of got wrapped up in not wanting to be laughed at by because of their surroundings when it comes to them choosing a different route. This is like somebody who grew up around street people. You know what I'm saying? Everybody in their family was street. The dudes, the women that they dated was street. So that's all they know. Growing up around people like that. You know, it's one thing, you know, if you grew up in a different household, other than street, and then you choose the street life and think, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like this is really all what this person knows. Like I feel like they have family associated with this. So it wasn't like a bright spot in the family or the friend or however they get they hustle, because that's what they were accustomed to until you came around. And that's the thing. Like I say, God will position people in people's lives to show them that, hey, you don't always have to operate from a dark side. You don't always got to do it this way. So however you hustle and you do something, you are still able to reap the benefits of doing certain things that not only make you feel good, but other people feel good. And you don't have to take away from someone else. With thief here, you don't have to take away from someone else in order for you to achieve that. Oh, wow. Collective, I feel like you were like a catalyst for somebody. You were meant to be, like, your light was, it was a reason why you were connected to this person. What's the song? With Treasure Island, I'm hearing, your love's like gold. Ooh. The song is called Your Love's Like Gold. I forgot who sings it. And that's crazy. I got Jill Scott living my life like it's golden. Like, you could be like the golden child in your family. And even with this person, I tell you, because I feel like they're of light too. I feel like they can be like the golden child in their family too. But again, when you're that chosen one and you breaking free from generational cycles, like, there will be people that will make you feel like you tripping, or the audacity, you know, to want to put yourself even more out there. Because I'm telling you, for this person to have that type of surroundings within their friends or family or whatever, these are definitely people who are stuck in operating in low vibrational ways that will literally laugh or joke or clown on somebody for wanting to be a teacher. You know what I'm saying? Or wanting to go do something other than what everybody else been doing. So I can see how that can deter someone, especially with indecision here. And it's because these people, I'm telling you, man. These are the people that you want to stay far away from. But it's something about your light that attracts this person because of your selflessness. However you went the distance for them, they can't stop thinking about that, because it's kind of like you didn't want anything in return. That's why I feel like they can't stop thinking about you. It's not like you was like, oh, I'm going to do this if you do that. It wasn't transactional. You did it because, again, it made you feel good to make them feel good. But these other people that they were hanging around, especially if they were, you know, scamming, doing all that other type of stuff, those are not the people that are going to be like, hey, we shouldn't be doing this. We should want better for ourselves. No, that's the type of lifestyle they used to live in. But I feel like it's something within this person is like, man, this ain't it. Like, they can already see it's kind of, this is like somebody losing their homies or losing their friends or whatever to something, and it really setting into somebody as far as like how they need to start moving. Yep. And Tyler, she says, I was genuine as hell. They didn't want to believe me. And that's the thing, because people, that'd be that projection. Because it's some people, again, when they're so used to being around non-genuine people, where you feel like, yeah, we can hustle and do all of this, but I can't really trust you. You know what I'm saying? Like, it'd be that projection. There are some people out here that really don't, never experienced people just doing for them. And I feel like that's why it'd be so hard for me to receive too. And I'm so relate I'm so I relate with y'all so much, because on the real, yeah, bad habits, haunted. Man, I feel this person's energy so tough. That's crazy. It says haunted, memories, flashbacks, trauma, side effects, bad habits, drugs, addiction, toxicity. Okay, so what I get from this, somebody could have grew, again, whoever this person is, or it could be you. You know what I'm saying? Take it how it resonate. Somebody is used to dealing with people who have addictions, but will also, if they're not going through anything legal, I feel like what could be haunting them is the fact of looking at how their surroundings, or the people that they family, friends, like I said, how those things are panning out for them. I feel like that's what haunts them, because they know if they keep moving in the direction that they moving in, like somebody does not want to end up like the bad influences that they grew up around. So I really feel this in between both worlds. This is what I really feel, because it's that push and pull of, I want to do this. I know it's going to take a lot of hard work. I'm stepping away from the shit I know I'm not supposed to be doing. But it's that backhand feeling of those very same people that's, you know, that they used to probably do all of this shit with, or whatever, you know, making them like the laughing stock. And that's just even more of a confirmation of those are just not your people. Those are not your people. So I feel like this person could have expressed to you whatever it is that they want to do, and your energy was totally different. It wasn't like you clowned this person or nothing. It was just like, what? That's what you want to do? That's what's up. That's dope. Like, you should. You know what I'm saying? That bright spot. You know what I'm saying? You could have illuminated certain things that this person could have did to make, to better it, or like I said, you, as much as you could be somebody that, even if it's not your line of service, I still feel like you push people to go the distance when it comes to whatever type of dreams and goals that they want to go towards. I feel like that in itself make you feel good. You know what I'm saying? And encouragement is free, okay? It's nothing to root somebody on. But it's hard for some people that ain't never had nobody root for them on, try and do something. And I feel like that's what's significant here too. You know, they could have dealt with family members, friends, or whatever that battled addictions. You know what I'm saying? Did so much that suppress their visions with image here, their thoughts. When you high and you drunk all the time, because I feel like somebody drinks a lot, or they do whatever a lot, it clouds your mind. Okay, you're not thinking about anything pertaining to your hustle. You know, for some people it's different, you know, to each his own. But for the ones that with, maybe this can be a decision that somebody is having to make as well. You know what I'm saying? When you really want to reach a certain level of success, you got to have a clear mind. You got to be able to hear the advice and the guidance that Big G is trying to give you when it comes to getting there. And sometimes you can't do that when you are under the influence. Because with always partying, I mean, I see the drinks and all that, it's kind of like, you know, I ain't gonna say that, but it's a slow process towards an end route, you know. What's this, Imagine? I'm hearing that song, Imagine Me. Forcer. Yeah, man, forces things on you, forces their way in, uses force to get what they want. I'm telling you, when it comes to somebody's vision, whatever it is that they're thinking about, it's a lot of people going up against this. And that's how you know I'm hearing you are forced to be reckoned with. You're forced to be reckoned with, collective. And that's when somebody here really steps into their power, into their light, you will be a force to be reckoned with. You know what I'm saying? Why you think it's so many people up against you trying to stop you from doing the shit? Because once you get to doing it with go the distance, the possibilities is endless. The possibilities is endless. Everything that is made on this earth started with a thought. Always go back to that. Everything in this world. Imagine the first guy that was, or the first woman, whoever, that was like, man, I want to be able to get to point A and point B. What I gotta do? What they figure out? The base. All right, shoot, the wheel. All right, if the wheel goes this way, got the possibility of moving shit. Okay. So then what? Somebody could like to work on cars. Or somebody likes nice cars. Either way, there's the right way to go about it in order to obtain those things. Because when you go about those things the wrong way, that energy has to go back somewhere. So it's like, why even set yourself up for that? You might as well go about something the right way so you won't have to backtrack and try and clean up or fix up what you could have done the right way from the beginning. You know how people say you try to nigga rig something, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to fix it the right way. That could I feel like spirits get on somebody's head. You didn't want to fix it the right way. You thought you could put a little tape, okay? You could put a little caulk in right there, all right, boom. But then little do you know, the problem ended up getting worse. Had you had listened, took an advice, did it the right way, it would have saved somebody from something now being forced onto someone. Somebody definitely could have got arrested with this forced energy and legal issues. That's why you gotta really watch the company that you keep. You know what I'm saying? Because even though, and I feel like somebody here is protected though, okay? And that's the thing, man. Ooh, wee. Because even with me seeing unfazed, it gives the energy of like the people that this person grew up with, they family, or whatever the case may be, they're not phased because they have seen plenty of their own friends and family go to jail, do all this shit. So that shit is regular. That shit is regular. Oh, you can bail me out, do this. That shit is regular. But it's like, who wants to live that type of lifestyle though, on the real? When you got other things to contribute to the world other than being behind bars, rather than being around the wrong people that will have you strung out on some shit that is going to be hard for you to come back from. Somebody comes from a long lineage of dealing with people like this. So you think they going to jump to your beck and need and help? No, because they're unfazed. They're like, yeah, well, that's what comes with it, living that type of lifestyle. I do not, if this is the people around you or the people around this person, I do not like it. It make me get in the stank face, because it's like, but when you break in certain generational curses, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes, especially with these type of people, who gives a fuck if they end up laughing at whatever it is that you decide to do or whatever? Because like I said, these are going to be the very same people you're going to look up years from now doing the same shit. They're going to be laughing now, but they're going to be crying later when they see that you is on Treasure Island living a good life because you worked for it. You worked hard for it. So it's sticking. It's not just on some temporary shit. You got to, you in a nice house or you drive a nice car, but you got to constantly look over your shoulder because the ways in which you got it. And it's like, nobody wants to live like that. And you don't have to. And we all have free will. But understand that God gave us gifts so it can make room for us. On the real. Grudge holder played out. Yep. This either you or this person, they got people around them that they're in some type of like race with this person. I don't know if this is the people that they was doing all that other shit with. This is like having a homie or friend that's like in competition with you. But maybe somebody, something happened here that caused somebody to have a grudge towards someone. And man, dirt digging, like this is the type of person that would rat you the fuck out on God. You would not, they're somebody holding a grudge over something and they're just waiting for the opportunity to throw somebody under the bus. If you're around people that is living that type of lifestyle, getting it by all means, understand that if it came for them to it's majority of the time, because you know, if it came down to them having to save their ass versus yours or this person's, best believe that they will save their ass. Best believe they will. And will be laughing at your ass on the other end because you was the one that got caught. Because now, whereas they was back there, now they in your position because now you behind there. Yeah, cock blocking. It's giving like, I want you to do good, just not better than me. Yeah, somebody has to get out of this. You know, give me more on this in between worlds to clarify. 9 of Wands, Judgment. Yeah, somebody. In the Nine of Wands tarot card is a guy standing up holding on to a wand. I feel like that's another chance. That's like you going to jail Friday and being released Monday and coming out and you having to make some type of judgment call as far as if you still want to participate in that type of shit, or if you want to step into your light and be who you supposed to be in this lifetime. Because Nine of Wands is like you coming from being battered and bruised and yeah, something is really sinking in for someone when it comes to them operating in their purpose. And I feel like you showed them a lot of that, though. There was something about this person being introduced to your world where it showed them this. But again, they feel like somebody or people will judge them. King of Pentacles. Yeah, because this is somebody who is they got it like that, or you know, they had this persona of being this King of Pentacles, this boss, this you know, financially stable, a provider. What's this King of Pentacles? This can be an earth sign. What is that? Taurus, Capricorn, and what is it? Virgo. Ten of Cups. Okay. This is somebody who wants they want to be in a relationship, but they want to have enough to be a provider for that relationship. Or this can be somebody that takes care of a lot of a household. They take care of people in their family or so because they love them. And that just shows their heart. You know what I'm saying? This is a provider, King of Pentacles, somebody that's going to do for who they love. But again, like, I feel like these people in this Ten of Cups here, and it could be family. It's like they don't care how this person gets it as long as they get it. That's what I'm getting. What's this Ten of Cups? As long as they ain't the one in the position doing the shit to be jeopardized. Six of Wands. You are this person to get a lot of attention. Y'all definitely get a lot of attention. But success, though. Nine of Swords. I'm hearing, I just want to be successful. I just want to be successful. Ace of Cups is at the bottom of the deck. That's this person's, when you think of the aces, that comes straight from the hands of the Most High. Your cup will overflow. As much as you put love into the world, Big G gonna always make sure your cup is full. And I feel like this person stresses a lot about, like, I feel like this is somebody that's known for, you know, I don't know why I feel like this is like a street person. It don't have to be, but like, you know, take it how it resonates. I feel like this could be somebody that's like street, but then being known as like doing poetry. You know what I'm saying? It's two totally different. Somebody can want to be on stage. I don't know, but it's like two different spectrums. You know what I'm saying? Like, imagine your hood homies or homegirls or whatever, you all so used to doing that, and then like you want to branch off and do something totally left. Like with the Nine of Swords, this is what somebody stresses about. Because that time for a nap makes me think of that. Like somebody really wants to change their lifestyle here. What's this Nine of Swords? The Sun. I'm telling you, you illuminated something to someone. they know, or you know, whatever this is really like being stuck between a rock and a hard place. Okay, 5 of Cups, because somebody is not satisfied in the position that they're in. Even though they are able to get, even though whatever it is that they do, they're able to get the certain things that they want. But the 5 of Cups, I feel like, comes from like them intuitively knowing it's only 2 routes that that type of energy can lead you. And like I said, the graveyard or behind bars. So somebody is being enlightened here. Like, as much as somebody is stressing at night, like somebody is just like, I have to, somebody's like, I gotta get my shit together. What's being illuminated with the sun? Hey. 7 of Pentacles. Yeah, the investments that this person chose to make. And seeing where it got them. Okay, the Fool card, yeah. Somebody's choosing to go a whole new route. I'm hearing a whole new world. I feel like this person, or you know what I'm saying, could very much know what's going to come from that Fool's energy. Okay, 8 of Swords. They're in their head about it because somebody's hanging something up. On top of this person loving you, though, because I'm hearing that Hanging Up My Jersey song with Ty Dolla $igns. Hanging up my jersey for you. I think that's how it go. But basically, like, they done playing the games. But you know how you go to like the Hall of Fame, or you know, wherever they have like the jerseys hanging up or whatever, this is something that somebody's always going to remember, but it's not like they are wearing it anymore. I feel like somebody is trying to do a whole 360 on their life. It took for, I feel like it kind of play hand in hand, right? Let me plug my phone up before it die. Hold on, y'all. Dang it. Let me see how much percentage I got. Oh, I got 16%. We cool. We cool. We almost done, y'all. How this, I feel like, play hand in hand. This person had to meet you before whatever this scare happened. That's like really causing them to rationalize their life right now. They had to meet you first, because had they not, I feel like, had this person not met you first and they got caught up in whatever it is that they got caught up in, they probably would have went right back to doing whatever it is they're doing, because again, that's what they're accustomed to seeing in their life, their family, the way in which they hustle to get finances or to reach a certain level of success. And it could have simply been you not wanting to deal with this person because of that. And with someone like you that has this certain type of light, you on your hustle and things like that, is making this person feel like they're missing out on a good person. Because this nostalgic feeling is like, you remind them of someone that made them feel loved. Could have been that one family member, you know, could have been, you know, like slavery days and stuff like that. It could have been a grandpa, a grandma. It could have been something with someone that made them feel very seen, very loved, in comparison to their other family members. And this grandmother or grandfather could have definitely treated this one differently than the other ones, because I feel like that grandparent or whoever seen their light at a young age. And kind of yeah, it's like it was no getting through to all the other ones, but it was like hope for this one, or hope for you. Wow. And it's crazy because, you know, it could be certain family members, friends, I mean, especially speaking of grandmother or whatever, that could have a certain type of grudge towards this person or you because of that. Maybe somebody treated you in a favoritism type of way, but it wasn't, and it wasn't, again, it's just somebody seeing a certain type of light in you that caused that someone felt like you needed, or that they needed, in order to remind them, like, you don't have to be attached to all of this. But I don't know, maybe that light isn't there anymore. You know, maybe that grandparent or that you know, passed away. So that light went away. But I feel like you were the one to help remind them of this light. That's why this person, wow, this is a deep ass reading. Wow. Because it's like the way in which this person is moving, I feel like what haunts them is that older figure in their life that was this light to them, kind of like on their ass. There's side effects to things that happen when you don't do things the right way. You know, on those medicine commercials, and they be like, yeah, you can take this and you can do this and this and this and that or whatever. And then they say the side effects all fast as hell. It's like, hold on, wait. That's more issues than what I initially came from. Just like how I was speaking of earlier. It's something that somebody, either this already happened, or somebody is trying to, like, it's on somebody's ass to help prevent this from happening. Because once it happens, you know what I'm saying, it's going to forever haunt somebody, because it's like, dang, I should have listened to my intuition. Dang, I should have listened to that person. Dang, I should have listened. You know what I'm saying? And even if something has happened, it's given, like, there's light at the end of the tunnel. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's kind of like we had to have something happen in order for you to get it. It's not something that's going to take you out of here. You know what I'm saying? But it's definitely a Batman signal for whatever this is. So let's see. What's the current state of this person? Okay, Four of Swords. Somebody could be in a period of resting. Okay. Somebody's thinking about you. I've been thinking about you. Oh, no, no, no. I've been thinking about you. Somebody's been kind of to themselves. Okay, Three of Cups. What's this Three of Cups? Somebody could want to go out and, like, party or function or something, but I don't know. I just feel like somebody on bed rest or something with the Four of Swords. Like, somebody wants to socialize. What's the Three of Cups? The Tower. But yes, something happened here. Some type of realization. Something could have got exposed, or, like, it's something that kind of, somebody feels like something came crashing down. And when you look at the original card in tarot of the Four of Swords, it do look like it's in a little like jail cell or something. Okay, and then the stained glass is like, you can only see colors out the window. Everything else bland. That tower moment could have definitely, I feel like it's definitely a realization of like this person, especially seeing always partying. It's like you're not gonna have nothing to celebrate if you do things that get you in these type of positions. You ain't never gonna hear a glass clink if you keep going this far. So this is like, I'm telling y'all, with the tower, that's like divine intervention. Somebody is like a light bulb moment is coming on with somebody. Eight of Cups. And it's like, it's time to walk away from something. It's time to walk away from something. Two of Wands. Yeah, leaving something behind and looking at the bigger picture of something. And in the Two of Wands card, the world is literally in his hands as he has a wand behind him and he's holding on to another wand with the world in his hand. It's like the world is someone's oyster here. And life is what you make it. It's certain things in life that happens to us that's out of our control. But for the majority of the part, it is us that creates the type of life that we are living. So when it comes to the things that are in our control, it's very important and imperative to where you see yourself going. And when it comes to the things that you want to do, when it comes to operating your purpose and your gifts, you are going to have to walk away from people, places, and things that you love. Especially if that love is not nurturing you in any type of way. Somebody's been drinking a lot. Seven of Cups, more cups. It's hard for someone to make this decision. Like, and I say that because Seven of Cups is like confusion, right? And that's the same type of state that you're in when you do drink a lot. Five of Swords, it kind of leads you to start to do things that you shouldn't be doing behind the scenes. It's kind of like running away from your problems. What's to do with this person and you? I feel like somebody's very prideful, but it's like, I don't know if you could have walked away from this person because they made you feel confused. Ace of Cups, you came in bringing a lot of love to them. I feel like because the love that you have within yourself, it overpours. So you had enough to give to this person. Very selfless. What's up with this Ace of Cups? What happened to it? Two of Wands, Knight of Pentacles, the Emperor. You could have felt like it was this person was dragging their feet to be the person that you needed them to be for you. You know, with the Two of Wands coming back out here, this is you looking at the bigger picture, where you see your life going, who you want to include in your world. And when it comes to this person, they came up as a King of Pentacles when it came to being a provider or wanting that Ten of Cups with someone, but slow to drag their feet when it comes to actually making that type of commitment. The Emperor. And this is what? A chosen one. Okay? You can still be a boss without doing things to jeopardize your position. You can still be a boss without doing things that jeopardize your position. Because when you answer that calling and you decide to be that emperor, the empress, that chosen one, who gonna fire you? Those things that is that someone wants may not come as quick versus the other route that they were doing. But I guarantee you it will last longer. And this all goes with someone putting in the work. You know what I'm saying? Getting things the fast way is like what they say, you lose them as quick as the same way you got them. But when you go and get it the right way, how you gonna lose that? Anybody trying to take, or with thief coming out here, anybody trying to take anything from a chosen one, they really hurting themselves, not you. All they doing is putting you in a better position to get blessed even better. That's all that is. The karma is real, you know what I'm saying? It'll come back to bite you in the ass. Knight of Wands, this was somebody who could have been very temporary, here for a good time, not a long time. Very selfish. Whereas you came in as the Ace of Cups, being very selfless. But this person, I feel like what stresses them out is them knowing like, whoo, hey, baby. This person, I'm telling you, they really want to be with you. And it's going to take for them to in order for this person to be with you, they're going to have to step away from a whole lifestyle that they were accustomed to. That's a big shift. But it's one that this person needs. Not just for you, but for themselves. For themselves. Because it's only so long or so much that you can drink away your problems, smoke away your problems, or use whatever addiction and toxicities to cope, to be so far attached from yourself. But you either said something to this person or whatever that made them think differently. It's just like that analogy I told y'all that the guy was saying, like when you're so used to living a certain way that's not good for you, you know what I'm saying? You get on that bus, you pay your ticket, and then you see your stop, whatever stop you want to get off on, and the bus driver's like, well, shit, you paid for your ticket, so you got to be on for the ride. You paid to come this way. Ain't no you get off when you want to. No, it's going to be much harder for you to get off than you not choosing that route in the first place. Okay? So let's get some where did that go? Let's get some advice before my battery die. Hold on. Okay, we at 10%, y'all. We at 10%. Speaking of 10, yeah, either something is closing out or a new cycle is about to start, okay? You don't even understand, collective, how much of a big part that you play in this person's shift. I don't even think you understand, but it's like you were the divine intervention in this person's life. And your energy is just so different. Like I said, like I feel like you are somebody that this person can laugh with, joke with, teach them how to be so serious about life. You know what I'm saying? With service here. You like doing things for this person just because it makes you feel good. It's very nurturing. It's very home-like. And this person could have been in two frames of mind when it came to you, because again, they could be used to dealing with people who only have that type of energy when they want something from them. But you're successful within yourself, so it's not like you were acting in that, you were doing in that way for something to be reciprocated. Eight of Swords. Somebody's in their mind. or this is like an energy, this is like spirit telling somebody to get out of their mind when it comes to this decision, because it's really not a hard one. Like, this person knows the route or the journey in which they have been going down for this whole time, and it has not really been leading them where they want to be when it comes to whether it be their health, whether it be that lover, whether it be going above and beyond for family members that will be unfazed if they ask, got luck behind bars. Like, it's not leading anywhere. Queen of Cups, you were meant to come into this person's life to show them love in its purest form. And because they have not been used to someone being loving, caring, nurturing, a sweetheart towards them, it's foreign to them. Eight of Swords, they're instantly in their head. Like, what? This person is like, what did I do to deserve someone like Collective? Whole time you was sent in to be the help. Whether you stuck with this, I don't feel like y'all are together, but you were sent in to show this person that, like, you cared about them in spite of. In spite of whatever lifestyle they lived. You cared, you poured into them in spite of. Five of Swords. Now, another thing that this person has is what's on their mind. Everybody wants you. Wants someone like you. I've been waiting my whole life to find someone like you. Yep. They know it's competition with the Five of Swords. They know. They know. What else? Hey. Six of Cups. I feel like this person could be a little afraid of their past resurfacing. This is like somebody not wanting to bring bullshit to your doorstep. So I don't feel like they are. I feel like they can be fighting off. This is somebody who could be based off of the energies that the toxic energies that they have in their past. It's like they know that you're somebody that they're going to have to, like, protect. I don't know what type of people they dealt with, okay? But with your type of heart, I feel like that's what's going through this person's mind. This is somebody who wants to protect you. They don't want anything coming from their past to mess up however it is that they're trying to change their life for the better. Especially when it comes to you. The Lovers. Especially when it comes to you, Collective. Okay, the Hangman. Yep. I feel like this person is letting a lot of things go. Or this be your energy or their energy. It's like somebody is knowing that they're going to have to let a lot of people go in order to get this Emperor energy within them. They're going to have to let it go. Three of Wands. This is that I've been waiting my whole life to find someone like you. Like, this person, they have been waiting. It's kind of like they knew there was someone out there for them. Oh, but baby, they didn't know the magnitude in which they will have to change in order to obtain this person. That's why I said, if you would have just did, if somebody would have, but you never know if you guys would have even met. You know what I'm saying? But had this person chose earlier to operate and they gave some purpose and stuff like that, this much of a big shift would not, it wouldn't feel this uncomfortable for them. But because their love for you and how they see the benefit of how it can also make them a better person, it's like it's worth it. It's like it's worth it. It's like killing two birds with one stone here. With them changing themselves, changes everything else around them. Damn, collective. Damn. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. We listen, we sure do know how to walk into people's lives and shake the table, okay? In a good way, not a bad way. You know what I'm saying? It's people that come into your life and wanna knock all that shit over. Everything you work for, they wanna knock all that shit over. No, you shake the table. You make them be like, oh wait, hold on. What's wrong with the table? Why is it shaking like that? What needs to be worked on? So it won't do that no more. Yeah. Oh my God, you are the light collective, and evidently you are help leading people into better choices for themselves the more that you do that for you. You never know how the ways in which you work on yourself helps the next person. You never know. Okay? Just like the ways in which people operate in bad ways, how that rubs off on people, the same happens with doing good. It's more of a benefit though when you do good. Okay? So I love you guys. Make sure you like, comment. Tyler laughing. I'm so glad y'all was able to tap into the live, y'all. If this resonated, get at me in the comments. Let me know. Okay? I be wanting to know the tea. Shoot, I'm giving it. Let me know if y'all sipping it. I love y'all. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Put that bell on so you know when your girl is dropping the tea and when it's hot. And I'll catch you on the next one. Peace, y'all.